Let's take a look at this sentence. I'm going to the store. It's something you might say every day, or a version of it, such as I'm going to the bank. So it can be very useful in daily life. We're going to start slowly and build our way up to reading this sentence. Let's start off by counting the number of words making up this sentence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We also have 2 punctuation marks, a period at the end to signify this is a complete sentence, and an apostrophe, which is acting as a representative for a letter not shown here. Let's focus on the word I'm. It's made up of 2 letters, I and M. I'm showing both the capital letter I and the lowercase I. Capital letters are used at the start of a sentence and for the name of a person or the proper name of a place, like Disneyland. The letter I is known as a vowel and has different sounds depending on its placement within a word. It can sound like I, as in tie, I, as in kid, or E, as in pizza. The letter M is known as a consonant, which sounds like as in mine, music, and game. All that's left now is to pick which I sound works with this word. Can you take a guess? The one in tie. Did you get it right? Here's our sentence. We're moving on to the second word, going. I already see a familiar letter here. I'll give you a hint. It's lowercase. Now we have the letter G, again showing both the capital or uppercase and lowercase versions. You can pronounce a hard G as in goal, a soft G as in judge, or no sound at all as in high, where the G is silent. I'm sure you've noticed our word has 2 G's in it. How do you think the first G is pronounced? Yes, like the G in goal. Now, what about the second G? You'll be happy to know that chances are you've gotten it right. That's because with this word, both the G in goal and the silent G in high are acceptable with pronouncing this word. Typically, people don't stress this G so much that you actually hear it enunciated when speaking, so it tends to be silent. However, it's becoming a trend to really stress that ending G in words such as this one. So it sounds like the hard G in goal, going. Moving on to the letter O, which is a vowel. We have the short sounding O as in glove, the long sounding O as in goal again, or another version of O as in boo and other double O words. In this instance, we're using the long O as in gold. We have the letter I again. So this gives us another opportunity to guess which sound is the correct sound. Tie, kid, or pizza. I'll tell you the correct one after we look at the letter N. The letter N is a consonant, which sounds like as in bang, money, and noise. Same sound in each word. All that's left now is to pick which I sound works with this word. Given what you already know, take a guess. It's the E sound, as in pizza. Did you get it right? Let's review the word. Going. G-O-I-N-G. We use the G as in goal. Again, the O as in goal. The E as in pizza. N as in noise. And lastly, either the G as in goal or keep it silent as in the word high. Here's our sentence. We're moving on to the third word, to. I already see a familiar letter here. I'll give you a hint. It's a vowel. The letter T is a consonant. While the sound is T, it does have a tendency to get mashed with other letters and have less of a sharp sounding T. For instance, truck. It mashes with the letter R for that nice sound when saying the word truck. Same case with the next word, throw. It mashes with the H so that the T sound isn't so sharp. You get a clear T sound when it's next to the O in tooth. Which T are we looking for this time? You've got it. T as in tooth. We're familiar with the letter O, so this time pull on your knowledge and guess which one is appropriate here. Glove, goal, or boo. It's the last one, boo. Did you guess it correctly? I bet you did. Here's our sentence. We're moving on to the fourth word, the. I already see a familiar letter here. I'll give you a hint. It's a consonant. We've practiced the letter T before, so this is a nice refresher. Is the letter T a consonant or a vowel? That's right, it's a consonant. Here's a quick reminder of some T sounds. Truck, throw, and tooth. Think about which sound applies here, and we'll come back after checking out the letter H. Although we've seen the letter H in some of our example words, we weren't focusing on it. This is the first time we're concentrating on the letter as part of our sentence. H has a very lovely, breathy sound. Think of when you're super hot and you have that sort of sound. It can also sound like a sigh. There are times when the H sound is dropped altogether, but we'll tackle that sometime in a future lesson. For now, just think of that wonderful sigh sound. High, tooth, chair. We'll say all the H sounds apply. Now, let's quickly revisit the letter T. Have you made up your mind yet? Ready to guess? It's the T in throw. To complete the word the, we have an E at the end. This is one of our vowels and thus has a few different sounds associated with it. It can be a long sound like E in team, a silent sound as in the word vase, or an sound like the word basket. For this word, I'll give you two options because although most people pronounce this word as the with a silent E, it's perfectly acceptable to say it as the with a long sounding E. Although you might be seen as pretentious if you go around saying it like that, kind of like how people make a point of saying the Ohio State University. Don't dare call it the Ohio State University. Everyone gets a chuckle out of that. Here's our sentence. We're moving on to the fifth and final word, store. At this point, we've already learned more than half of this word. Isn't it great? The letter S is a consonant. This is truly a popular letter in the English language. You'll find it in the beginning, middle, or at the end of words. There's just no telling. It even has the power to turn a word from singular to plural. I've pulled these examples to showcase how it pairs with other consonants and vowels we've learned about today. For now, listen how it mashes with other letters while maintaining its sound at the core. Soap, shower, stones. Which one do you think most sounds like what we're looking for with our word store? Yes, stones. In future lessons, we'll see more of what the letter S can do. And next, we have the letter T again. Which sound do you think fits in this scenario? Truck, throw, tooth. You got it, tooth. We're familiar with the letter O, so this time pull on your knowledge and guess which one is appropriate here. Glove, goal, boo. It's goal. Did you guess it correctly? I bet you did. R is a new consonant for us to learn in this lesson. At its core, it has that sound to it. Here are three examples for you to test it out. Bear, brush, rope. They all share the same sound. Our old friend, the letter E, has returned for a visit. In the word store, which do you think is the appropriate sound? Team, vase, or basket? The silent E in vase, you guessed it. I'm going to the store. Congratulations, you did it. Remember, keep taking baby steps. Build on what you learn in each lesson. Most of all, repetition is key. Just look at all the amazing letters highlighted in blue that you learned today. Almost half of the alphabet. Thanks for joining me. You're a study buddy. Take care and see you next time on How to Learn.